Good morning, everyone. Getting set up here real quick. It's your not so daily report with Ferg. And I'm trying to find my pliers. I just had my pliers in my hand. I'm getting old. There they are. Out here at the beautiful Mandeville lakefront. Excuse me. I'm free lining a marker 54 shrimp today. I'm gonna let it kind of sink down slowly. Have a slow fall rate versus what I have been fishing. My buddy Vince Ray out in Mississippi saw that I was using a pretty heavy jig head lately. He said, dude, lighten it up a little bit. And that's kind of how when I got back into fishing really good, I started using lighter jig heads and tackle. But the wind has been pretty brutal and the tide has been falling pretty hard, so I've been needing a heavier jig head. But not today. We got a light north wind, calm waters, and some cool air. Good morning if you're just popping in. Okay, people are popping in. Welcome. I always try to get a few minutes before I start talking and going over where I'm at, what I'm doing. But if you've been popping in on the regular in the mornings or evenings if you're not in this country, you know I'm at the Mandeville lakefront today. Doing the deal. Switching it up a little bit today. Got the marker 54 shrimp. We're just kind of letting it. Oh, there's something jumping in the water. That's good. At least there's something in the water. Let's see, who's up in here? Edit plays, such a rare find of fisherman that's streaming. I tell you what, it's becoming more popular. I mean, I don't know if you're being funny or not. There are a lot of dudes that stream live now. But I'm one of the few that streams live in my area that I've noticed. I hadn't really seen too many guys live streaming in my area, so that's pretty cool. There's a couple dudes on the South Shore that do it regularly, but that's about it. Let's see, who's popping in here? I have my phone on my chest mount, so backtracking hooligans, what's up? Backtrack hooligans. Fine and Joy, good morning. Thank you. My moderator's popping in here in the morning. Love it. Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, was that a fish? That could have been a snag. Okay. That might have been a snag. I'm not sure. I can't tell. Line's not slimed up. I'm letting this dude kind of do the work for me today. I just pop it up, and just let it fall. Pop it up. When it's sinking in the water, is balanced with that weight to where it'll fall just like that, like a live shrimp. So this is probably like the best shrimp imitation lure I've ever used. The Marker 54. I think that's the Glide shrimp. And we have white and brown shrimp, and well, right now predominantly white shrimp, which are moving out to the Gulf. I think the shrimp are starting to move out. So please don't forget to like. Yep, please hit the like button and subscribe, people. I appreciate it, as always. All right, a big group just pop in. I mean, the numbers sometimes they're not up to date on who's in and who's not. But I appreciate you guys being in here this morning with me. Beautiful, beautiful Monday morning out here in South Louisiana. I have about an hour to fish this morning before I got to get to work. So I figured I'd take you guys along with me and see if we can find something biting this morning. Like I said, it's just my not so daily report. And so far, I think I might have had a bite though, because I've been fishing that little spot pretty steadily and I haven't snagged up on anything. So the name of the game is just to slow it down a little bit, let the bait do the work. Let's see here. My phone, it's hard for me to check. It's not as difficult to check the comments this morning. I just have to unhook it from my mount. But let's see. Chileno, good morning. Hola. En inglés, por favor. Keep it in Spanish. Keep it English in here, please. Ashley, good morning. I appreciate you guys coming in my channel. I know I've been watching a lot of other live streams, and I appreciate you guys giving old Ferg a chance over here. I'm going to try to get out on my kayak. The speckled trout bite is on, but when you're fishing from the bank, you're really limited, and you're really just waiting on the fish to come through. So that's kind of the challenge with bank fishing. But you know, I just go live when I can go live, and I fish whenever I can fish, period. So I do hope to get on my kayak either some point this week or this weekend and get where the speckled trout action is actually popping off really good. I took out a client last week, and we had a great time out in the water, but he wanted to stay kind of close to home, which unfortunately limited our chances of getting into a really good bite because that area just isn't really hopping yet. The speckled trout are still moving inshore from offshore, but they are on the bridges, which there's a bridge way, the causeway is way over there. So the fish are going to start staging up for the winter out here, and we're going to have a good winter for sure. We hadn't had any major catastrophes this year, thank goodness. Well, we did have, I say that, a plant that produces, it's not an oil plant, but it's more of a like, they deal with petrochemicals, but there's a plant that blew up right by a river that feeds into this lake, and they claim that they have prevented all of the oil and toxins from coming into the lake, but most of us local people that have common sense know better than that. They responded way too late, the EPA, And there's no doubt that some of those chemicals have made it into the lake. So they're continuing to do testing, and their results are pending. So yeah, we know how that goes. Anyway, so yeah, outside of that, there's been no like major catastrophes this year. So fall fishing should be phenomenal. And wintertime, which is my favorite time to fish, should be off the chain. Let's see here. Hold up, I see a local up in here. He's talking about Lake P. He knows what's up. Let me see what he's saying. All day, all night. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the spillway has definitely put some nasty stuff into the lake. East side of Lake P. Yeah, I need to get over there, man. I saw that Fishtails was catching some nice out on the trestles. That dude has trolling down to an art. Like trolling motor trolling, not like trolling the internet. But nah, dude, Dave, I just come out here from time to time before work, and I've caught a couple trout already from here this season, which has been pretty awesome. Just not a regular bite. Got into the blue catfish real good for a couple weeks there, and then caught a nice redfish, and then after that, it just kind of died. Of course, the weather hasn't really been cooperating. It's been windy and real muddy in the water, so, but it looks pretty clean today. That north wind, if it keeps up all week like this, man, I'm probably gonna fish the trestles out of my kayak this week at some point. If I have to go before work or something like that, I might try to do that. Or if I'm fortunate enough to get out early Saturday morning for a couple hours. One way or the other, I'm gonna try to get out there on the yak and get on the big trout. But as for now, I'm gonna fish this land, fish off the bank. Supposedly, Dave, if you're I know I'm on Jackson Street. There's a pocket right there on the other side of the canal. Supposedly, it holds a lot of white trout during the winter. So I'm gonna have to try to. I live on the South Shore, but I'm gonna have to try to stage up one of my kayaks out here, so I can just hop in after work before I gotta pick my wife up and see if I can pick up a couple of white trout right over there after work one day, because I can't quite cast that far. Doesn't mean the fish aren't in here, but sometimes they like to just there's some structures over there that just hold fish, you know. Anyway, but it's a beautiful day out here. I'm gonna go walk on the wall a little bit. I figured I'd try over here first just to see. I do not have my Procure today with me. I need to get a little thing of Procure for my work truck. My commuter car, I have all my fishing stuff in that I normally use. Tell you what, let's roll up the window and lock the car because I need to walk down the way a little bit. Alrighty. There we go. Lock the car. I wasn't gonna walk down there, but I got time. Let's see. Cool. I didn't lock myself out. You guys ever lock yourself out of your car? I sure have. Plenty of times, unfortunately. You think I'd learn. You guys gonna go hammer this trout?
About to get some?
You guys about to go get them?
No, we were working.
Ah, you guys part of all this stuff?
That might be it. I don't know.
All the
It's
construction.
my first time out. We had another guy coming out here on the regular.
Gotcha.
I'm not too familiar with the project. But yeah, some kind of bulkhead right here, but we got to run a few miles down. I think it's the same project.
Yeah, it's down that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them working pretty hard down there.
That's where we at.
Yep. Cool deal, man.
The trout are hitting?
Nah, not yet. Supposedly they're on the bridges over by the trestles, so I'm gonna try to get my yak out there.
Year, they ought to be coming in.
Oh yeah, they're here. They're just slowly working their way in.
I hear you.
I caught a couple earlier this like late winter, summer, whatever, and a couple redfish. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Usually them cold snaps though.
That's it. All right, guys.
All right, man. Good luck.
Let's see. Aloha from North Carolina. What's up, man? Welcome from North Carolina, dude. That's a flat across from you. There's a drop off into the channel. Yep, that's what I was told. Like right on that ledge. Because I've definitely fished over there in my kayak before. So I'm familiar with it, but I've never done any good. And I haven't really put the time in to fish it. So I'm typically over on this side fishing. And you know how it goes out here. I've been hitting more than missing though, so that's been a nice change this year. I've been catching pretty good over here. Across the bayou from the pavilion. Yep, right across. Look, there's the pavilion right there. There's that flat. I'm gonna try to stage up my kayak out here though, so like instead of walking on the shore, I could be out there in my kayak. You know, I'm gonna find a way. I got a few friends out here that might let me keep their kayak at their house. Anyway, let's walk out to the seawall real quick. Put you guys back on the clamp. Let's see if we can get a fish out here. Loads of seagulls. It's always promising. They're not working, but if the seagulls and pelicans are around, the speckled trout should not be far from them. But yeah, I was just talking to a couple guys. They're out here for these bulkhead projects. They're shoring up the seawall to protect the residents of Mandeville. Honestly, there's been a couple spots where the waves crash over and it's been washing out the land, and some of the sidewalks are sinking. So oh man, looks like they finished that part of the wall already. Cool, check that out. See that bright fresh new concrete? Let's see here. Where's my, there we go. All of that's all new concrete. They've been working hard out here. You hear all the seagulls? Literally thousands of them. I'll tell you what, might be worth a shot just jigging these pilings real quick. I got that artificial shrimp on. Maybe I'll peg down a sheep's head or something. Oh, I think I spooked up all the birds. Oh man, you guys, can you see all those birds in the background? Just a few seagulls. Sounds like a scary movie or something. That would be epic just to catch a fish right off the bank like this on the wall. The sheep's head hold on to the structure, chewing on the barnacles. Ooh, the water's nice and clean on this side. I like it. Let's go ahead and take a cast and maybe catch a bass or something. So the bass typically hang out on this side. It's so wild. It always blows my mind. And then on this side, you got like speckled trout and sheep's head and redfish. And it's all the same water. Man, the water looks amazing today. I thought it had been a little more muddied up. The South Shore is definitely muddied up though, so I was gonna try to fish off one of the piers, but that north wind has it too chopped up. Let's see here, who else is in here? The old wharf pilings in the distance off of Fontainebleau State Park can be really good. Okay, I've never really fished out there, but I need to get out there and just launch my kayak from the beach out there. I know it's close to like Goose Point and all that stuff too. I wish I could paddle out that far to go fish Goose Point for my kayak, but I'm not brave enough for that. Or crazy enough, I should say. There's a certain level of crazy that you have to go over 2 miles out into the lake. And I don't have that level of crazy anymore. I used to. Then I got smart. But yeah, Dave, this is a beautiful day out here, man. That north wind's really got it laid down. It's not blowing hard enough either to chop it up. But this is why I come out here. You know, if you guys are in the area and you always, you want to fish from the bank because you might not have a boat or you just might not want to take the boat out or whatever. I try to show you guys what's going on out here because sometimes it's awesome. You can really come out here and put a hurting on the fish. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that's wild. Dude, it's so clear out here. All right, so guys, that's Fontainebleau State Park way over there. And the pilings are like right there. You can barely see them off that point. I see what you're talking about. The camera does no justice. Oh, yeah, no, that's Fontainebleau. Those are the no, Fontainebleau State Park's right there. Those are the little camps. You can actually rent out those little buildings over there. I think they opened back up. Let's see. I do see all those pilings though, Dave, right in front. Are you talking about in front of those camps that they have that you can rent out? Or are you talking about way over there? Where that? Let's see. No, that's Fontainebleau State Park right there. Well, it's huge. Fontainebleau State Park's just huge. Ronnie, back up in the house. Good morning. Let me tighten this up so I don't drop the phone in the drink. I always fish this wall too. I fan cast. I work the whole area as I'm walking out here. I say that all the time, but for those of you who are watching and don't hear me say that, I come out here and I just fan cast, and I make sure I work the wall ahead of me too, because you never know what's holding on that wall. I was doing really good with gulp out here, but even the gulp stopped working. So I'm trying to figure out what they want right now. I'm trying to key in. That way I can find some consistency again out here. Because I was having fun catching a fish off of the bank, man. That was, it's the easiest type of fishing you can do. Yep, I agree. There's structure. You're not open to predators. And there's a lot of like glass minnows that hold on to the wall. And then if you're a sheep's head, you're chomping on the barnacles. Honestly, that's really what I'm hoping that I catch is a sheep's head. It's kind of one of the species I've been wanting to catch out here for a while now. I saw a couple. I mean, the sheep's head are definitely moving in. I've seen a few this year. I caught a couple in a cast net on the south shore off the steps. I had to let them go because I cast netted them. But that was cool to see them swimming around the steps in New Orleans. I'll have to get some dead shrimp and work a jig head on the edge of the steps next time. Let's see, let's just go to the end. We're gonna kick up these birds real quick. I'm not a fan of them because I'll probably poop on my head. Let's just go ahead and, the tide is falling, so they're probably gonna be more towards the mouth of this area anyway, if they're gonna be here. Kind of ambushing bait as it's getting sucked out the river. Not that it's a hard falling tide and it's actually pulling bait out, but that's the concept, right? All right, end of the line, guys. Nice little tide lines right there. You see the tide lines. Ooh, it's chilly. I forgot my jacket this morning because I'm working mostly inside today. I have long sleeves, but they're like the dry wicking long sleeves, so it's not really stopping the wind from cutting through. I'd rather be a little chilly than burning up in 105-degree weather, though, I'll tell you that. I can handle a little cool weather. Yes, sir. I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. It's a little warmer right now, but I love this time of year, man. It's a little more work when you're getting out on the boat and the kayak. You gotta definitely dress warm and appropriately, and it's a little more cumbersome, but you're not sweating and dying of heat exhaustion. Yeah, I tell you, if it's like this, I'm gonna have to go launch at the point and maybe go fish Highway 11. It's been a while since I've done that for my kayaks. I forgot how close to the trestles that the point is, the marina. I used to launch at the foot of, you know, like Highway 11 goes across right with the train trestle. They used to let you park there, but they blocked it all off and you can't launch your kayak there anymore. So that's kind of a bummer. That was an awesome spot to launch too, man. You can fish the trestle so easy from the kayak. I wish there were more accessible launches. Like, I wish they would build a launch by the causeway. I would fish nothing but the causeway if they had a launch right by the causeway. Cause I can get there from Jackson Street from where I'm at, but it takes about 2 hours. It takes a solid hour to get over there pedaling. By the time you get there, you got to go out another mile. So, and then you got to get back. You almost have to have like 10 hours just to fish, and you got to hope that the weather holds up. I would love to fish the causeway more than I do, but that's why I don't. Because you just really have to have like the perfect day to take a kayak out. But I love fishing the causeway, man. There's such a variety of fish on it. You will catch something. Man, I didn't catch a single thing in the kayak. It was a rough go, man. We saw a few alligators though. That was pretty cool. My client, I saw the alligator in the grass before he did, so I had to kind of give him a little heads up to not get too much closer. I saw the tail just lined across the bank, and that one was probably about 8 feet. That was a decent sized gator. And then he spooked it. It jumped in the water, kind of spooked him as well, understandably. And then I didn't know it until I turned around, but there was an alligator right behind me. I was sitting on the bank kind of trying to warm up. I mean, it's so chilly, they're not going to do much to you this time of year, and they're not breeding or anything, so they're literally just trying to warm up. They can't even move. But we saw 2, and there was another dude who was out there, actually someone who watches the channel. It was awesome. And he told me he pushed farther back and saw about 10 alligators once you got through the canal. I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. They're just taking over everywhere, man. Let's see, I'm trying to read the chats without taking my phone off, but you guys are chiming in. It's awesome. Got another Ronnie. What's up? Let's see here. That used to be a bait shop and launch at the end of the trestle. Oh, okay. It was called Tights Place. Yeah, that guy bought it and built a house and fenced it all off. That's cool. I didn't know they had a bait shop right there. I just missed it, man. Like, I started getting real hardcore into kayak fishing about 12 years ago. And all the cool stuff seemed to shut down right when I got into it. How come sharks and dolphins can't have babies? I don't know. Okay, if that's a spam, then you can get out of here, man. Yeah, dude, I've had my share of run-ins with alligators in my kayak. I'm good. Tell you what, nothing's popping over here. Let's work our way back to the truck. I might call it a little early. I just wanted to give you guys the morning report from Mandeville. You just never know. Like, any day you could come out here and just catch 100 fish. And then other days you're just fishing. That's why I never not go if I have an opportunity. I'll try to follow fishing reports as much. Honestly, I just started. I don't use it religiously, but the Salt Strong app. I don't have the Salt Strong app, but you can go on Salt Strong's website, and you can get like the 2 or 3 day fishing forecast for free. And I did it, man, maybe 2 months ago. I actually like looked it up and just saw the report. And I did what it told me to do, and sure enough, we caught fish. I was like, that's pretty cool. Almost makes me want to like buy the, become a member so I can follow all the fishing reports and see what's biting and all that junk. But I kind of have a good handle on the area already, so I don't necessarily need that. But it'll give you a fish score. I think it's like up to 10. I'm sure you guys have seen all the commercials and people advertising for them. But if you're like in a fish score of 7, like, go fish. Because you're probably going to catch something. I need to start using it more often. The free version. Like, they give you a couple days for free. And it's unlimited. Like, you go on the website and they'll give you like 2 days out. It's kind of their way of like suckering you. It's like, hey, look, we're this good 2 days out. Buy the app so you can go like 10 days out. SB Bros putting in the work. Good morning, man. My mods look like they're doing work already. Someone in here being stupid. Let's see. You're welcome back in 10 minutes. Oh, someone got a timeout. Don't be stupid in here, people. Had to remove monster gator from Bayou Lacombe. Dude, I know that gator. I know exactly the alligator you're talking about in Bayou Lacombe. There were a couple of them. I mean, monsters. There's one in Cane Bayou, too. It was like a 13-foot alligator. People started giving them, someone named them, but I think he only had like one eye or something, too. It's crazy. That was a beast. I'll never forget the one in Delacroix, though. That's the one that got my attention. That sucker was longer than my kayak, and I got a 12-foot kayak, so that gator got my attention. Yeah, that one in Lacombe was a beast. I stopped fishing out there in the spring too because of that. There were like 2 or 3 of them that were just huge. Oh, cool. So you're a member of it. You can vouch for the Salt Strong app. That's cool. One day when I start making money, hold on, let me turn you guys around so you're not getting the chin shot. One day when I start making money on this YouTube thing, I'll probably subscribe. Because I'm all about resources. Like, I use weather. So I use Wind Finder. It's an app. And they use all the buoys. It's kind of like NOAA, but not as advanced. But they use all the same buoys, so you can kind of chart the tide fall and rise, the wind and all that. But like any weather app, you have to really take it with a grain of salt, because sometimes it's not 100% accurate. And then certain buoys, like even though you like pull up, say you pull up Hopedale, the buoy that you're actually reading is the buoy in Shell Beach. So I think there's like a 30-minute, depending on wind and all that junk, there's like a 30-minute to an hour difference in the tide swing. So if the tide's falling at 10 o'clock in Shell Beach, it's probably going to be falling at 11 in Hopedale, you know, or 9, whatever the time difference is. So you do have to adjust a little bit for that if you're using wind finder. But it's pretty good. Like it's a good tool and a good guesstimate of what you're gonna face in the near future. And then you can look on the map and it'll show you real-time wind direction and speed. It's pretty cool. There's a couple cool features on it, and it's free. That's what I like about it. Well, can't say we're not putting the work in this morning, guys. That's for sure. I was really hoping this Marker 54 shrimp would have done the job and at least got me a fish this morning. Oh, that was horrible. One negative thing about the cold, I can't feel my hands right now. My hands get numb so fast. As long as my hands stay warm, I'm pretty good though. Typically I'll wear gloves and whatever. It's about hot hand season time. Time to bust out the hot hands. Hope you're enjoying the zoo audio addition to the video this morning. Sounds like a zoo out here with all those seagulls. I would love to see a flounder over here. I know you can catch flounder on this side. Dave, you ever caught a flounder on this side if you're still in here? I mean, the flounder season's closed, but you can still catch them. You just can't keep them. Let's see. Let's see. Flounder, specks, white trout, bass, striper. Dude, that's one of my goals this year. You catch stripers on the North Shore right here? I've caught a white bass. The hybrid wiper, has whatever you want to call them. It was a little one. But I hadn't caught an actual striper yet. But I know you can catch them now, and I know where. I just, I got to go out and do it. Get out there with a boat, with a buddy with a boat. And just make a cast right here for the kicks of it. Sometimes I know there was a bass hanging around here for a good while, blowing up on bait. I could never catch him though. He was smart. That was a smart bass. Let's see here. Oh, in the rice fields. Good to know. Yeah, we have rice fields out here. In Madisonville. That's honestly, I think a lot of people forgot about the rice fields. There's some pretty crazy fishing back there, and some crazy huge alligators too. I won't go back there in my kayak. Yeah, it's not safe to go back there in a kayak. Dog tags up in the house. What's up, man? How are you recovering? Dog tags had a little mouth surgery. Yeah, look, Dave agrees. Don't take a kayak in the rice fields. I went back there when I was young. My stepdad, my grandpa took me out there when I was young, and dude, those alligators. You know, there's some bull alligators back there. I'm doing good. Gonna wait a couple more days before I go live. Yeah, man, rest up, dude. Don't hurt yourself. Listen to your doctor. I've been through a lot of, I've had a couple sinus surgeries. I got in a bad motorcycle wreck and broke my arm and all kinds of other fun stuff and a litany of other stuff. So, but I've always listened to my doctor and never pushed it. And now I'm back to me being me. Doctors are awesome. Most of them. The ones that know what they're doing, I should say, are awesome. Physical therapists, too. Shout out to all the physical therapists in the world. If it weren't for you guys, we would not be able to get back to living a functional life. I always wanted to go into sport. I should have went in sports medicine. I was trying to become a veterinarian. I was studying. I was a biology major for a short time. And I just couldn't get through the chemistries. I got through my first semester of chemistry. It was my second year, my first semester of chemistry. I passed that. My second semester of chemistry just ate my lunch, man. I just couldn't do it. Too many formulas. My brain cannot retain that many formulas and remember I'm like mildly dyslexic as it is. So just trying to keep all the formulas in order and putting the right letters and all the junk, you know the deal. I just couldn't do it. But I went back and got my associate's degree later in life. I have an associate's degree in arts and humanity because as a biology major, they make you take absolutely everything under the sun. I mean, I could go back and minor in Spanish. I think I need like one more semester of Spanish and I'll have a minor in that. I have so much education, it's ridiculous. And I can't even use a lick of it because all I have is an associate's degree. Although I have like enough hours to almost have a bachelor's. That's just the way it worked out for me. It's all good though. I'm happy with what I do. And I'm still making a decent living, so can't complain. There's a little bit of my history, guys. There you go. I am mildly college educated. I'm practically an English major, really. Like, they made me take so much English and arts and history and junk for being a biology major. I'm like, is this all necessary? Message deleted. My child was born nonverbal and now speaks due to... Yeah, man. Therapists, they're amazing. Fish the drains, pipes. Okay. I'm at the... I got a buddy of mine. He just fixed up his bass boat. And I'm going to let him know that. We're going to do some work back in the rice fields, dude. I might shift gears. Thanks for the tips, man. I appreciate that. Nothing like local knowledge. I always try to share where I'm at, what I'm doing, and all that too. Please feel free to go back and watch all my videos. I hope I can help you out too, man. I'm all about that. Like, you can't receive if you don't give. But I do go to church, and that was like one of the biggest sayings I've ever heard that kind of changed my life. If your hand is like this all the time and you can't let go, you'll never be able to receive. You do that, you'll be able to receive. But if you're just doing this all the time, holding on to everything, that's all you'll ever have. It's a true principle too. Like, even non-Christian businesses have adopted that Christian principle, and they are like insanely successful because they understand that giving generously with a joyful heart, you end up receiving more than you'd ever give, which is a crazy. I still struggle with it, honestly. That's one of my biggest struggles in life. I try to give, like, in life. I help people who need help, you know, with my talents and abilities. But I do need to become a better financial giver. Anyway, I'm not going to go too much into that. But that is a true principle, and it does work. That's the one thing that God said to try him in. God has never said, he never has said, test me in this, test me in that. Like, you'll find out. But the one thing that he said, test me in, is giving, which is pretty interesting. So anyway, there's your message for this morning. I don't try to get on here and preach all the time, but I am a believer, and I'm all about trying to help people out and better. I've had so many people help me in life. You know, I've been in some dark places myself, and if it wasn't for other Christians just being there for me, you know, I would not be here. So there you go. I'm here to help you guys out too if I can. So I wish the fish were here. Come on, fish. Where are you? I am fishing the whole water column too, by the way. I'm trying to jig it on the bottom. I'm jigging the mid-water column. I don't have any Procure on, which is probably going to be my demise for the day. Yep. Once the trout bite kicks off in the lake, I don't focus much else when it comes to fishing. I hear you, dude. When that trout bite starts happening, I think I'm going to start making some long form videos of me floundering. Oh, that would be cool, dude. I want to come out. Hey, dog tags. You need to, like, email me. I have my email on my description of my videos. I'd love to go out there and, like, gig for flounder and stuff. That'd be awesome. Or just fish for them. However, that'd be fun. All right, let's walk back over here, guys. We got about 15 minutes left. Let's see if we can make something happen. Oh, someone else out here fishing. Cool. Is that Adam Brady? Nope. You look like a buddy of mine for a second. That would have been funny. It's a lot more calm over here. It's easier to cast. There's a choke point up here where I caught a couple speckled trout, I guess about a month ago now. I've been fishing it pretty hard, but just have not been able to connect on any fish, guys. I tried some dead shrimp. The crabs were biting, but that was it. I'm not gonna just throw shrimp. I'm not gonna feed the crabs. I'm gonna try this little pocket right here, though. There's a lot of pilings right here. I've never caught anything here, but it doesn't mean that I won't. It'd be awesome if today's the day. Come on. mean, that's like sheep's head heaven right there. All those pilings. That's what this thing's hold on to. Come on, make it a video. Make it a video. I'm actually posting my lives now too, regardless if I catch fish. I don't feel bad, but I mean, it does help with the channel. But it's like, man, I fished for like 4 hours and didn't catch a fish. Like, I should put like, if I could put a disclaimer on there, I would. But you know, when you go live, if you almost have to post them just so you can get the credit for doing it, you know, which is cool that they let you do that. I mean, it's alive. It's not. I'm still learning how all that works, guys. I appreciate everyone kind of backing me up on all that, and I'm learning along the way, as I do on everything, as most of us probably do. I've had some funny stuff happen during the lives, though, so that's almost worth just going back and watching, you know? Like, you got some random people that just walk up and talk to you and start talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. And then, like, at the end of that trip, I took my buddy out in the kayak, it was more at the end of the video where we ran into the alligators. I tried to get a good view with it on my phone. You can see the one that was behind me, but you heard the one splash in the water that was by my buddy. He was like, my client was actually one of my friends. He's been threatening to book a kayak charter with me for about 2 years now, and we finally did it. So that was cool. He's gonna book again. We're gonna get him on the fish next time. It was just a time constraint, and he had to be close to home at that particular day. So we just did what we could do with the conditions we had. I've seen a lot of people catch catfish and stuff right here. I'm not particularly wanting to catch a catfish, but you know, a fish is a fish. I guarantee you, if I take there's some snags in here though, you gotta be careful. I'm tempted to skip this under. Let's see if I can skip this under there. Oh, that's not a skip. I used to be really good at skipping stuff underneath stuff. There we go. Skip that one under there real good. I used to do a lot of bass fishing when I was a kid, so you got to skip everything under docks and cypress trees and all the stuff. Once I started saltwater fishing, though, I pretty much have stopped using all of my bass fishing skills. There we go. That was a skip. Now I'm under that dock. You would think that's where a fish would be hiding. If I were a fish, that's where I would be. All right. Oh, that's the snag I was talking about. Uh-oh. That's not good. Let's see if I can, hold up. I know. Let's see if I can get over here and come from the other side of it and get it off. Oh, man. Those marker fish. There we go. All right. Lesson learned. So if you guys ever do that, if you get snagged, don't just like keep pulling the rod as hard as you can pull to try to get it off. If you can get around the snag and come from the backside, just give it a couple little jiggles and you just saved your $7 lure. These things are not cheap. Although at Marsh and Bayou, Dave, go to Marsh and Bayou. If you use the Marker 54 shrimplets, they dropped the price on them. I think they're like $6.99 for 4 of them. And those shrimplets work great. I had one under a popping cork and just smoked the trout a few weeks ago. Well, no, it was maybe a couple weeks ago with my buddy in his boat. Tell him Ferg sent you. Have you been, if you're still in the seat, is Dave still in here? He sure is. Good deal. No, they are not. But yeah, dude, go into Marsh and Bayou and tell him Ferg sent you. Oh man, I appreciate that. I'm not, let's see, fishy for life. I'm not there yet, man. I appreciate that. Just the gesture of wanting to send a super chat. I appreciate that. I'm not monetized yet though, so I have to that's a way you can help me get those view hours up. Let that playlist roll. I really appreciate that, man. That was awesome. You're actually the first person that has mentioned that, so that's awesome, dude. I appreciate that. That really makes my day. I appreciate it. Hey, let that playlist roll. I got find my longest playlist and let it roll. I have a lot of playlists set up. Honestly, they're just cool to go back and watch. Like, even I go back and watch them. I'm like, man, that was a good day. I like reliving those good days. That's definitely the biggest way you could show support to the channel right now. Just get those view hours. I finally hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. I could not have done that without you guys. But now we just got to get the view hours up. That way I can monetize this channel and we can start doing some real stuff. I mean, I know I'm not going to make like a crazy, you gotta really just have like crazy marks to like just do YouTube, like make content for a living. I mean, I might get blown away and you guys might just show like crazy support, and because I would love to do this for a living. I actually enjoy this. Like, a lot of people are, oh, it's so hard, so much work and blah blah blah. It's like, dude, if you do what I do every day, I'll trade spots with you. I remodel houses for a living. Well, I don't really remodel anymore. I do more handyman stuff, but I still have to do some not fun work. Not that I don't enjoy it, and I still take pride in what I do, but I am trying to make a change. I'm trying to get into the fishing world, you know, pursuing my passion for a living. That's what I'm trying. So I was passively pursuing it for a while, but now it's starting to look more like a reality. So I definitely couldn't have done that. That wouldn't have even been a thought without all of you guys. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Whoo, yeah. I wanted to become a heavy machinery operator, and then I started doing some work in my own house. I had to rent a bobcat and all that stuff. And talk about nerves of steel. Dog tags, you got nerves of steel, my brother. I was paranoid about every hole I dug and every piece of earth I moved because I was worried I was going to destroy my property. And then the dust, you're always in the dust. And then the heat, you deal with the heat too. I know how it is. We all do tough stuff though, you know, in general. Most of us local commoners. Shout out to all the hard workers in the world, man. We make the world go round. I'll probably still, and that's the thing, I'll probably always, to some degree, if I somehow make a living fishing, probably still work on houses and stuff just to help the people that I've been working for years, you know. I will probably still do that. I'm on a gravy job right now. Soaking. Yeah, man. That's how I feel. Dog tag says he's on a gravy job, which means that's a job you wish you had every day. I've I feel the same. I get those jobs where I'm not sucking up sheetrock dust and getting insulation falling in my eyes and all the junk, where I'm just like, maybe painting baseboards. I've learned to appreciate painting baseboards. I will paint all the baseboards in your house versus ripping sheetrock out and moldy insulation and all the junk destroyed by water heaters and roof leaks and whatever else. But yeah, we are the people that make this world go around. I appreciate what I do, though. It's definitely, I haven't become wealthy or anything, but I appreciate what I have, and I've learned to live in contentment. I'm content with what I have, but I always strive to better myself too. I don't just sit back and hit, okay, I'm on cruise control. I'm always pushing to better myself and my family, for sure. No matter what I did, that was since I started working when I was like, I'm in the generation where we all started working when we were like 8 years old, pushing a lawnmower, picking up neighbor's dog poop. There's actually this is a funny story. When I lived in Denver, I used to clean up my neighbor's backyard behind their dogs and junk. They paid me. That was my job. That's how I hustled money. It was not glamorous at all. But there's a dude out here in Mandeville. He's got like a legit truck. Like, it is just clean, and that's his profession. He cleans up backyard. He cleans up pets' mess in people's yards. And that is like such a huge... People don't want to clean up after their dogs. They walk them down the street and let their dogs poop on someone else's yard, Oh my gosh. So that dude has hit the land. I'm sure he's doing just fine. It's the stuff that no one wants to do. That's where if you don't have a degree, find a job that no one wants to do and make a business of it. And you will do well. And eventually you'll be the one hiring the people, and you'll be the employer, not the employee. Words of wisdom. Do the stuff that not everyone else is doing. Everyone's going after computers and technology, and now that's flooded, and I think people are struggling to get decent paying jobs on the regular. Find something that no one is doing or no one wants to do. It's a challenge. It's hard to get started. But man, if you can get it, that's what I would do if I had to start all over again. Anyway. Or just go to college and get a master's degree. Spend, half your life trying to get a master's degree, and then get like a really sick paying job right out of college, which that's an awesome alternative too. I'm not knocking school, but I wish I could have got my master's degree. My brother-in-law, he put in the work and got his master's, and he's doing all right. All right, guys, I gotta head out here in a few minutes. I've been enjoying talking with you guys. Actually, he's a moderator, I think, if he's still in here. DCP Kayaking, what's up? Hey, dog tags. If you can pin a link. Let's see here. Let me see if I can do it. Or one of you guys that are technologically advanced in here that are moderators. Let's see here. 10. Let me try. Let's see if I can do a thing. There you go. There's his channel. Or there's his handle, so you can probably click on that. Fishy for life. I think I did a thing. Does that work? I'm not really fishing now. I'm just talking and hanging out. That's half of the live. Building community around the world, really. It's really awesome. Like, this all started, all my lives started. You guys got to check them out. Real of Life. I think it's 423. Joy, I believe you know. Real of Life and Scenic City. Scenic City Fishing. I think it's 423. They're out of Tennessee. And I was visiting out there in Tennessee, and I saw they were going live. I didn't even know this was a thing. And I was commenting on their chat, and I said, hey, I'm in your area. Can I come out and try to fish with you guys? And they're like, absolutely. So I met them out where they were. I was on vacation. And, man, they were, like, showing me what to use. They even they had some live worms. I did not. They gave me a live worm, and I caught a fish out in Tennessee. And then I was like, man, live is a thing, and that's where all this started. So I'm all about trying to help all my fellow content creators. I mean, I'm not going to make a whole spam thing of, like, subscribe to this guy. You guys can do the work on there. We are in the I guess it's still the 21st century. I don't know. Is it the 22nd century yet? It's 2025. Google is powerful. You can look up anything. But I hope that helps. They are, man. They're great people. Always trying to help people out. Keeping it real, keeping it clean, living for God. It's awesome. All right, I'm going to make a couple more casts to this point over here. That's where I caught the trout back in the day, like a month ago. Definitely not for lack of trying today. I am trying, guys. There's the Pontchartrain Yacht Club. All the sailboats. I keep threatening to take my kayak back there for you guys. I'm going to make a live, and I'm going to go back there. And you guys are going to be able to see all the sailboats and stuff. It's pretty sick back there. There's so many awesome boats back there. And it's pretty decent fishing. It's more like bass fishing up. But if this saltwater pushes up, I might find some trout in the backwaters. In the wintertime, speckled trout don't need as much fresh water. Like, they can live in, I mean, they don't need as much salt water. They can handle some fresh water. But during the spring, they need the salt water for their eggs. And, yeah, when they spawn, for everything to float around and mix up and then float into the marshland. That's why they have to go out to the salt water, because it floats the eggs back into the marsh and all the other fun stuff. There's your biology lesson for the day. That's why speckled trout go out to sea to spawn. Pretty much like anything, like salmon, if you're up north. And you have like wild salmon in your area, and they go out to sea. They go out to sea to spawn. And then they come back inshore. And then the old ones that are just like old become zombie fish, which is insane. Dave's still there? Oh, cool. Sockeye too? Dude. Okay. So I finally caught my first sockeye last year. Suffering sockeye. And I want to get on the hunt for them this year. I spent all spring. I fished nothing but freshwater last spring. It felt like for like months, trying to find a sockeye. I just wanted to catch one, and I mean it was like as late spring as you can possibly get. It was almost summertime, and I found like the straggler that was hanging up on the bank, and I caught him. It was awesome. That's good to know that sockeye hang out back here. I'm really gonna have to take the kayak back there now. I just finally got like a cool crappie set up and all that's like ultralight tackle. So now I kind of know what I'm doing. David bringing the information. Appreciate you, man. All right, last cast, guys. Well, I might fish this boat launch real quick too. Sometimes a bass will hang up over here by this boat launch. I'm gonna let that sit for a while. Check this. I'm getting some intel. It's on my, look at my videos, dog tags. In the description in my videos, I need to learn how to put my email on my page. So like you guys can just see my email and like book trips and stuff. I'm still working on all that. I am on Facebook. Actually, look up Fishing with Ferg on Facebook. Like it's the same spelling as my YouTube channel. I'm trying to do the Facebook thing too, not actively, but some friends told me that, they're like, dude, you just got to get on all the platforms. And yeah, look on the video in the description on some of my videos. I always try to link that in the description of my my videos, not the lives, but the actual videos. I have my email on the description if that helps out. But dog tags, I definitely want to go do some floundering with you, man. That would be awesome. And if you ever want to book a kayak fishing trip with me, bro, hit me up. I'll give you a better deal than I would with a normal client for sure. I'm pretty much going to charge $300. That's going to be my fee for a kayak fishing charter trip. But I'll hook you up, bro. We'll give you a good price and get you on some marsh trout out in Hopedale or something, bro. Do some kayak fishing. I know where the trout are. Like I could have went out and caught trout. What was it, Friday? I went with my buddy. We could have drove down the way, down the bayou, as they like to say out here, and caught trout because they are biting. But they just weren't where we were. Lake Pontchartrain's a finicky piece of water. All right, the lilies aren't in here anymore. Sweet. Let's see if we can get a bass, guys. Or who knows? This would be ideal for the white bass right here, the little hybrid. They like to hang around all the structure and stuff. I've been wanting to go to Shell Beach, man. Me and my buddy, we went to Hopedale on the boat, and I started seeing all the reports after I went fishing, and everyone was catching in Shell Beach. Like, it is on in Shell Beach. I need to really just go there. This time of year, I'll go there, because if you watch a video, I have a Shell Beach video from like a few years ago. Dude, I saw one of the biggest alligators in my life out in Shell Beach. Delacroix and Shell Beach, man. Land of the monster alligators. And then if you try to like tuck back in between the rocks and the marsh out there in a kayak, like there is nothing stopping an alligator from jumping on you. So I'm just always, I'm always conscious about that now, because I've had too many close calls. They're not like, and alligators aren't like actively aggressive. They're not like man killers. historically. I mean, you can't put it past them because they are wild creatures and they can they are apex predators. But they're not going to want to mess with anything bigger than them. And, you know, even though you feel small in a kayak, to them, you're like this massive creature. And they don't want to mess with you for the most part. You just got to watch out when they're breeding in the spring. That's a whole different story. I need to finish all my music for my channel, man. I play bass, electric bass guitar. I play for my church too. And I played in a band for a while. We gigged, but I have a bunch of music I've like worked on over the years, and I need to send all that to the Library of Congress to get it copyrighted. That way I can use it on my YouTube channel. I have like a cool idea for my, like, I want to make an intro video, and like, I want to make this channel pretty cool, you know? There is a fine balance though of going overboard. Like, you don't want to go like too commercial. I'm finding you still got to keep it real. So I'll have a good mix of it. That's what I'm working towards too, though, guys. I'm working towards the professional end of this to make it more polished and professional looking, but also keeping it real, because I don't want to become one of those dudes that are influenced by the waves, you know. I want to keep it. I try to stick to the roots of how I started this thing. A dude fishing off of a pier in Point au Chien, just trying to catch a fish. Well, all right, guys, let me fish in this take a cast in this little corner over here just to see. I fish all this structure, guys. Like, don't overlook structure. Like, all of that underneath me is water. And fish naturally seek structure to hide from predators and to hide from prey to ambush predators. You really got to think like a hunter, you know? Like, where can I hide to ambush the prey? And I'm thinking like a predator fish would think. But there's just no predator fish in here right now, obviously. Oh, man. Right under that dock. Perfect. I caught a monster, well, not a monster bass. I caught a huge bass out of here early summer, I think. Early spring, early summer was just awesome out here this year. I caught a lot of fish off the dock, just fishing from the bank. But it has died down significantly. But it'll pick right back up in a couple, probably this week, honestly, now that we have some decent conditions. Let's see here. Catahoula curves. Dude, I love catahoulas. Let me go back and check. You guys are chatting it up. I love it. Oh, let's see. Oh, man, you guys were fishing with Rivers. What's up? You guys have been chatting it up. Okay, that's where I left off. My friend went to Shell Beach and hammered him over the weekend. Thanks for watching. Asking. Campos has dedicated kayak launch. Campos will let you launch for free. They don't have a dedicated kayak launch, but they do have like a wharf kind of like this that they'll let you launch off of, that you can stay out of the boat traffic. But they don't charge you to launch a kayak there, which is awesome. Campos Marina, if you're watching this, shout out. Shout out for all the fellow kayakers, man. You guys take care of us. Hog hunting Delacroix. Oh, dude, hog hunt, sweet. I would like to do that. I just, like, I have not cleaned, like, I haven't harvested big game, and I don't know how to take care of them. Like, I don't know how to clean them, the whole butchering process. But I want to learn. Like, I'm not like an avid deer hunter. I go duck hunting every year. I think I say that pretty frequently now that someone brings up hunting. And I love hunting. Like, I like the living off the land kind of part. Like, okay, I want to know how to procure game and harvest it and eat it. I mean, I would love to have a trophy buck. Who wouldn't, you know? But I'm more interested in I want to learn how to clean a deer and, you know, take care of all, like, use it, eat it. Yeah, stay away from the alligators, babies, that's for sure. Let's see. But I love duck hunting, man. I'm like, that gets addictive fast, man. That's some fun stuff. Let's see. This clearly is a great fishing lively channel. Skate Kid, what's up? I appreciate that. Oh, cool. So dog tags, you use dogs to go hunt hogs. That's pretty cool. I'm hearing a lot more text recently. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you enjoying the channel. I'm super computer literate. I still can't find your channel. At dog tags. Catahoula curs, man. I think they're our actual state dog. The Catahoula curs is the Louisiana state dog, actually. Those are some awesome dogs. Fishing life. Yeah, man. Let's get dog tags up there, guys. I'm about to end the live. I gotta go to work, guys. But this was my not so daily report in Mandeville. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for being in here, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks for all the tips, man. I'm gonna put that to use. Skate Kid, I'm in Florida. Dude, there's a lot of brackish. I love Florida, man. All right, dog tags. I will catch. We'll do it, bro. We'll do it. Catching up on all the chats, guys. Heck yeah, subscribe to all the people, guys. They all got awesome channels. Checking all the comments. All right, guys. I really appreciate you being here. Sorry I couldn't catch any fish. It just is the way it goes sometimes. It's a beautiful day, though. And we're building a community together, which is even cooler, in my opinion. So, I will catch you guys on the flip side. I had to hide 2 persons. Sorry, I hate to buy. Necessary. It happens. It's all good. That's why I have moderators in here, man. That's why I have moderators. You guys do a great job, and just trying to keep it real on this channel. I'm ready to go offshore. Actually, I'm trying to set up. I got a buddy of mine that we're going to try to go after the blackfin tuna. So we're trying to set up our schedules together so we can chase the blackfin off the kayaks. But dude, if you got a boat and you go offshore, I'll jump on the boat with you, no doubt. Hit me up on my email. We'll set it up. Offshore fishing is intense. Heck yeah, 30 likes. You guys rock. You got a charter, huh? That's what's up, man. I wish I could pay for a charter right now. I'm not gonna I mean, I'll put up for some gas, but I'm just not in that realm of offshore fishing's expensive, man. Like, whoo. Like, you're talking about $1,000 just in gas to get out there. Oh man. Lucky Charm charters. I'll look you up though for sure. And I mean, if you want to, I'll come out there and make a video and support your channel, support your charter. I do that for a couple friends of mine. We have an agreement where they'll take me out and I'll make a video for their company, their charter business. And they've actually booked charters off of my videos. So no charge? Heck yeah, bro. Starlink, huh? Let's do it, man. Look up my email address on my videos. And I need to, I'll make a killer video and promote the heck out of your business, bro. I'm all about that. Like, if someone's gonna take me out fishing, I'm gonna help them out too. I'm all about that. And I'll try to put in a couple bucks for gas. You know, I mean, fishing's expensive, man. And I can't do the offshore fishing. I can for my kayak because it's free. It's lake strength. That's where I gotta pay for food. That's about it. Yep. What? Heck yeah, man. That's what's up, bro. I tell you what, man. That's a crazy email address if that's your email. I fix it for you 66. Let's see here. Hold up. There you go. I took a screenshot. If that's your email, hopefully it's legit. I mean, you've been pretty you've been pretty active in the chat too, so I think it feels pretty legit. You always got to be careful, man. Myrtle Beach. Oh, that's what's up. Okay. I tell you what, man. Oh, cool. Yeah, for sure, dude. That's the plan. I'm trying to start a charter business. Appreciate that offer, dude. Actually, my wife and I's anniversary is coming up, so who knows? She loves boat rides and I love fishing, so that might work out for all of us. She can't handle the cold weather though, so I'll have to bring like a heater buddy. All right, well, I appreciate everyone chiming in and tuning in, and I gotta get to work. It's been fun. It's been real. You guys rock. Thanks for the support. Email me for no games. Let's catch some fish. Oh yeah, I'll look you up. Lucky Charm Charters. That's even easier. Hold on, I'm gonna screenshot that so I can. Gotcha. Lucky Charm Charters. Check them out, guys. Offshore fishing out in South Carolina. Man, that's like bluefin tuna and stuff, man. That's like the real deal stuff out there. My biggest, okay, maybe you guys can help me with this. Before I sign out, one of my biggest dreams is to fish with the hard merch off of Wicked Tuna. I just like hard merch, man. The Marcianos, they're cool people. Jay, they came out to Mississippi for like a winter or something. I think it was like cruising the coast or something. I've been watching him, Real Deal Charters. I've watched his lives. That's cool that you know him. I gotta get to work, guys. This has been too much fun. I just started watching that guy's channel. I've been watching the lives and he popped up, and I started watching his channel. He does it. He's out in Clearwater, huh? Yeah, Clearwater, Florida. Yep. Oh, that's what's up. Excuse me, the dry air gets to me. All right, guys, I gotta head out. Fishing for life, dude. Thanks for the invite. we're gonna set that up somehow. We're gonna make that happen. Small water charters. Yeah, no, you can't make that stuff up, bro. That's real talk right there. I believe you. Lucky Charm charters. I screenshotted it. I'm gonna check you out, and dude, we'll set it up. I'm all about it. Fishing is life, bro. My trailer's locked. That's a good thing. My door's not gonna swing open and lose all my tools. All right. Peace out, guys. Ferg out for real.